welcome to the twins birth story video. So we did record quite a bit of footage at the hospital the morning before their birth as well as the day of. However, we did have some holes in our story, so I wanted to fill them in with me just kind of telling you what happened and how we were feeling, how I was feeling. So hope you guys kind of like this story editing version of what happened when the day the twins were born. I have Connor here with me, so if you hear a little fussing, that's this guy here. So we're gonna tell you the story of how Connor and his brother Owen were born.
It's May 28th at 8:45 a.m. and we got our call to go in for 9:30 for Rachel to be induced today.
So we're 37 weeks and 5 days today. Mom, Dad, everyone is still here, thankfully. So me, Mom,
Whoops, sorry.
Me, Mom, and Colin are on our way to the hospital. So just took a shower and then we're gonna grab some breakfast on the way. They said to eat. And yeah, it's
Go time.
happening either today or tomorrow. Hopefully today, since it's early.
Okay, we gotta go.
Coco's got the bag.
You got everything?
Yeah.
I'll install the car seats later.
On a rush.
They're easy.
Alright, so we got our diaper bag, car seats and bases, our overnight bag, got my pillow. Just gonna do my makeup in the car a little bit. Gonna grab some breakfast and go.
What's your nugget?
So we got our breakfast, McDonald's, got a BLT, Colin's got a sausage and egger, Mom got a sausage and egger. I have my makeup so far. We're about 15 minutes away from the hospital. I'm excited.
Okay, we're here now at our twin delivery room. How do you feel, babe?
I'm also tired, but I can just go back to sleep.
We just got here and still getting set up. We got Mama here with us. And I guess these are the twin, I don't know what you call them, incubators?
They're just
Yeah.
getting it ready.
We're just getting set up here, getting ready for the chaos.
Okay, so at this point, we were still under the impression that we were just going to be induced. But then shortly after that clip, one of the doctor came in and we talked about my cervix and how they were going to break the water and then start the oxytocin for induction. So she checked my cervix and she explained that my cervix wasn't favorable for my water to be broken, that they couldn't even reach the baby's head. So they decided to put in a medication called Cervidil, which looks like a long little shoestring that they wrapped up and then they inserted in near the cervix to help soften the cervix, is what they said. So hopefully that my cervix would relax and start dilating, so at least they could go in and break my water. So that's where we are here in this story.
Hey babe, what are you doing?
I'm watering the flowers
Why?
because they look dry.
Because gravity is your friend.
Yes. So it's about 6:30 p.m. and I haven't been induced because my cervix was only 1 been about 4 or 5 hours since the last clip because they weren't able to induce me because I'm only 1 centimeter dilated, so they weren't able to break my water. So what they did is put Cervidil inside my cervix to help soften it up, and hopefully it'll be ready for induction tomorrow morning. So fortunately the Cervidil could take 12 to 24 hours, so they'll check me tomorrow morning to see how dilated I am, if they can break my waters, or if my waters will break naturally tonight. But we've been moved to another wing while we wait to be induced. So we're just in the lounge of this wing right now, which is actually really nice. So let me give you a little tour. So this is the lounge. There's Mama.
Hi.
So funny, my family just came to say goodbye before they leave for Winnipeg tomorrow. They're sad they didn't get to see the twinnies today. But we were all crammed in my little half room. We didn't know that there was this huge lounge area that we could have been chilling in, but whatever. It worked out, we were cozy. And they have this nice outdoor space out here. And I think, can you go outside on this side too, Mom? Can you go? You can go outside on this side too?
On this side too.
Nice. They got movies. And they got puzzles, which you guys know we like our puzzles. They got a little kitchen too over there.
So we moved back to the twin room, and Rachel's getting contractions like every 4 minutes, so she's asking for the epidural, and she's about 2.5 centimeters dilated, so we're just gonna see what happens here. She's gonna get the epidural here soon because she's in a lot of pain. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, so I know 2.5 centimeters doesn't sound like a lot for getting the epidural, but my doctor and I discussed early on that I was going to get the epidural no matter what, just because with twins and a vaginal delivery, when they go in for the second one, if he might be breached, they'll have to go in there and grab him by the feet. So they just wanted me to be comfortable if that happened. So I already knew that we were going to get the epidural. So as soon as I started feeling the pain wasn't manageable on my own, I knew it was time to just ask for the epidural. So we skipped the morphine and just decided to just go right for the epidural at that point. And we had moved from the twin delivery room to a room in a different ward, and then we ended up back in the twin delivery room here.
Alright, hey guys, it's officially May 29th, just past midnight here, and we moved back to the twin room, delivery room. Rachel was getting some pretty crazy contractions that were like 4 minutes apart, pretty intense, so they hooked her up to an epidural, and now she's crashed, which is really good. She's new to the rest. This is just twins hooked up, her heart rates and stuff. She's still going through contractions right now, but the epidural has made her not really feel it, like numbed her out a bit. So we're all just about to take a nap. It's been a pretty long day. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on what's happening next. So it's now 12:30. I don't know if you could hear that other lady screaming in the background.
My neighbor.
But Rachel's here, and she is not gonna feel that crazy.
My neighbor is a champ.
You hear that?
She has no epidural.
Woo!
And I'm here just chilling with my epidural. Huge respect to all the mommies who did it without.
What did we just do 10 minutes ago?
So they broke my water, and they're gonna get ready to start the oxytocin, which is the medication they use to induce. But I'm gonna have a little nap before they do. And yeah, they should, what did they say? They're gonna start it in like an hour?
Yeah, in an hour.
They're gonna start it in an hour, and they're gonna check me again after an hour or two after that. So we're gonna all take a little nap and get ready, get some energy to push these babies out.
Yeah. Guys, so it's 8:30 a.m. right now, and Rachel just got her cervix checked again by the doctor about 15 minutes ago, and he said she's 6 centimeters dilated. So he said he wanted to speed things up and got her on the oxytocin, I think it's called, and a stronger epidural because she was getting some pain in her back. I don't know what exactly it's from, but right now she's sleeping, and I'm just out for a walk, just kind of getting some fresh air. Had some breakfast, and our doctor is saying hopefully in the next 4 hours she'll be dilated enough to get things going, and now is like the calm before the storm. So we'll keep you updated as soon as I learn more info.
Okay, so the crazy back pain that Colin is talking about is something not a lot of the nurses or doctors like had seen or heard of really before. So as you can see, I was kind of like on an incline like all day, like my bed. That was just like the most comfortable position. Like even the last like 2 or 3 months of pregnancy, I had not been able to lay down on my back. So being on like a slight incline was actually the most comfortable. So I was sleeping in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden this sharp pain was in my shoulder, or like right underneath my armpit, and it kind of felt like, I don't know, like probably like a really like hard workout, or more like a joint pain, like an achy pain, but it was sharp and it was just shooting through, and I couldn't move my arm or my shoulder, and it was so painful. So the nurses kept trying to readjust me and figure out like how to make me more comfortable, but it was so sharp, and then it started moving to the middle of my upper back, like right in between my shoulder blades, to a point where I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move, I couldn't speak, and the whole time I was contracting, but there wasn't really any pain in my abdomen, but it was just this sharp shooting pain between my shoulder blades. And so yeah, so they upped my epidural, and I was able to sleep a little bit after that.
Hey guys, it's just about 1 p.m. now. Rachel just had another check about 15 minutes ago, and she's 8 centimeters. So the doctor's gonna come back and check at 2:30, and he thinks it'll be go time. Hopefully it is. In the meantime, I'm just out for another walk, get some fresh air, gonna grab some lunch, and yeah, just prepare myself for this. Hope it all goes well. We went in for C-section at, what time was it? I don't know.
Around the
Because
4:30.
Rachel wouldn't dilate all the way.
Yeah.
She's still 8 centimeters dilated.
So after 16 hours of labor and 2 epidurals, I ended up having an emergency C-section because I had a fever, which can be common after they break your water to get an infection, which could cause a fever, which is what they think happened to me. So I had quite a high fever, and that caused the baby's heart rates to spike. I think Colin and my mom said they saw it reach in the 200s almost. So they kept saying the heart rates were a little tacky and that I wasn't dilating anymore. So the last check was at 1, and the next check I think was at 3 p.m. and I hadn't dilated any more than 8 centimeters. So the doctor came to me and gave me the option of doing the C-section. At that point, my back pain had returned, but this time to my lower middle back, and it was intense because no position was comfortable. It was more painful than the contractions, more painful than getting the epidural, and this back pain would just not let up. So mostly too, the heart rates were what really pushed me to go with a C-section. Otherwise I might have waited a couple more hours to see if I could dilate any more, but because the heart rates were already high for the boys, I didn't want to risk it anymore, so I just said let's go for the C-section. So it took about maybe 20 minutes to half an hour for the anesthesiologist to come and top me up and prep me for the operating room, and then I was moved to the operating room. We didn't bring any cameras because we just wanted to be present, and it was just kind of chaotic. There were so many people. I think there must have been about 10 healthcare professionals in the room. Colin was quite a bit nervous, and my mom was in scrubs on standby in case he needed to step out, and my mom had to come in. So it was just kind of intense, so we didn't bring the camera, but it was a crazy experience. When they started, I was pretty comfortable, more chill. The back pain had subsided, and I was actually very tired. So I wanted to just wait until the boys were out before I closed my eyes. I was really trying to fight it because I was actually falling asleep. So I was just really fighting it, and when I heard those first cries, it was actually very emotional. Colin was right above me by my head, and we heard those first little cries of Connor, and immediately I started crying even before I saw him. And as soon as I saw him, I said to Colin, "That looks like you," and at that time Connor did really look like him. And then a minute after, they brought out Owen, and same thing, I cried, and we were just so happy and so grateful that they came out safely. And then shortly after that, I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I was still in the operating room. They were waking me up because they wanted to put the babies on my chest, and that was such a magical experience to look in their faces and hold them close to me and kiss them. And they let my mom in the room. Usually they only let one person in the room, so that was actually really nice for my mom and Colin to be there with me. And yeah, shortly after, we ended up in the post-operating room, and we were able to cuddle more with the boys, and they got me breastfeeding right away. So that's where we are there.
And everything's good. Here's Owen.
This Owen. Yeah. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. Hi. Hi. He is beautiful. Oh, hi.
Mama.
Rachel did good. That's for the boys. Hi.
Rachel's breastfeeding the other one. Trying. I'll just try and get just her face. Just the faces.
We did it.
How do you feel, Dave? Exhausted.
So good, but tired.
Yeah, everything went good in there, so
Oh.
we'll update again in a bit.
And this one is Wanda, the Nana, the very excited Nana. Colin's mom. Rach is doing great. And
Hey.
oh. And Connor is getting his
Blood.
first blood test to make sure that he's okay. And Daddy Colin is so happy. Yeah. Nana's holding Owen.
Oh, he was going to suck his thumb.
Yeah.
He wants to get his thumb. Don't you?
I'm just warming his foot up a little bit.
Mm.
Suck his thumb.
Rachel is in a postpartum room under observation to make sure that she's gonna be recovering well. The babies are doing great. Yeah. Yeah. There's the strong mama. She did such a great job.
Mama. What you got there?
I got baby Owen. Sleepyhead.
Look at that little baby.
Sleepyhead.
Oh.
Look at my long fingers.
He's got some long fingers, this boy.
Long nails. Oh, Dad.
Oh, what'd you do?
Oh.
Oh. Better?
Look at a loud cry.
Hey, Mama.
Now,
What do you have, Nana?
We have Connor,
Oh, baby.
and he's just snoring away.
He's just so relaxed.
And he numbs his arms out, up. He's okay.
Just hanging.
hi guys, so it's been a long day and we finally it's midnight and we finally got the boys down. They fed a few times, changed some diapers, and we got some great tips from the nurses here. And we're about to say goodnight for day one of baby Homeyard's first day. Got Coco sleeping. Mama's getting ready for bed. I got the boys here. They're in their sleepers.
Hope you guys enjoyed the twins' birth story. If you have any questions or comments, or if you have similar stories or experiences, I'd love to read those in the comments below. But thanks again so much for watching. We have a lot more to share with you guys about the boys' journey so far, so looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks!